flaxseed gel or okra gel to detangle your hair. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I will be showing you how to effectively and easily detangle your hair with little to no breakage. This is because I got questions like this and this. So if you are in this category of people who are struggling with length retention, breakage, and not knowing exactly how to detangle your hair, then you've come to the right place. But before I go into this video, just like I did in my last video, go ahead and put down an issue you currently have, maybe regarding the detangling you're about to do, or something else regarding your hair. And just maybe I will do a dedicated video just for you. But be rest assured, I will be there to answer you in the comment section. Alright? Alright. Now, one of the issues that we have when we are detangling our hair is the type of products we use to detangle our hair. This is why pre-poo is very important. In one of my videos I did, I think sometimes last year, on how I wash my hair, I would link that video in the description box. I showed you guys how I prepped flaxseed gel to use to pre-poo my hair, or to use to detangle my hair, and it had been a game changer for me. Only that I've not been able to get flax seeds in a while. You need a product with sleep. That is the first and most important part of your detangling. I'm going to be using this Mazuri Co-Wash Conditioning Cleanser, and this is because I love the way my hair reacts to this whenever I use it. So I use it to detangle my hair before I go ahead and wash it. Now, that doesn't mean that that is how it's supposed to be used, but that is how it has worked for me, and that's why I use it. But I recommend you use easy DIYs like flaxseed gel or okra gel to detangle your hair, or any trusted conditioner you know that you can use, just like so. Secondly, you would need appropriate tools for this. So I have my detangling brush and I have my wide tooth comb. So depending on what or how I want to detangle my hair, would I use any of these. No small combs are allowed when detangling your hair, so you need to make sure that you have the perfect comb. Lastly, and the most important, so you know sometimes we leave the best for the last, water. Don't ask me why my spray bottle looks like a perfume bottle. I do not know too. Water. Those are the three things that we're going to be using to detangle my hair today. So now let's get right into this video. Now that we have established what tools and what products you need to detangle your hair, the next thing we'll be talking about is the technique that you need to detangle your hair. Most people get this wrong, and this is why their hair breaks, and this is why detangling is never fun for them. So the first thing that you need to do is work in smaller sections. Most times we want to save time and we want to work in bigger sections so that we can quickly leave the place. But in essence, we are wasting time and we are stressing ourselves and we are causing breakage for our hair. So you want to make sure that you work in small manageable sections. Usually I try to make sure that my sections are around 12 to 15 sections totally. If your hair is longer, maybe you can work in less number of sections. But if your hair is shorter, work in as many sections as you can and detangle your hair in sections. Small sections will save you time, it will save you energy, and it will reduce breakage to a very large extent. The next thing you want to make sure you're doing is that your hair should be damp. Not exactly dripping wet, but it should be damp. It should have some form of water on it. And why do we do this? We do this because we know that our hair is very much prone to breakage, very much prone to dryness. So you cannot say you want to detangle your hair or you want to comb your hair, as people will say it, and you are going ahead to comb your hair when it is dry. Suicide mission plus mission impossible. It is not going to work. So this is why you need to make sure that your hair is damp. And the reason why I said your hair should not be dripping wet is because you want to use a product with slip here. If your hair is dripping wet, you are going to water down that product. For instance, if I had sprayed a lot of water on my hair, or if my hair was dripping wet, and I applied this conditioner that I love to use on my hair to a section of my hair, it would not work effectively. Why? Because the water has reduced the amount of slip that this product has, and it is not going to effectively detangle my hair. So make sure that you start on damp hair, not
dripping wet hair, except you have enough products to waste, sha. But if you don't, make sure that your hair is damp, not dripping wet. So ensure that your hair is damp. Take out time, spray that hair, or if possible, you can go into the bathroom and shower, like pour some water on the hair or rinse it out. Then start applying your products. Allow the water to drip out though before you start applying your products, because this would help a long way. The next thing, which is very important, very, very important, is that you finger detangle first before you start off with your tools. Now, initially, I showed you guys my brush and my comb, and you were probably wondering, how do I use the two of them when I am detangling my hair? So when you finger detangle first, you can actually choose to use a wide tooth comb first before you go in with the brush. Let me explain. Now, there are bigger knots and there are smaller knots. When you finger detangle, you make it easier for the brush to come in. And before the brush comes in, you want to make sure that detangles have reduced. This is why most people struggle with their detangling tools. So when you finger detangle or you go in with your wide tooth comb first, you remove the bigger knots, making it easier for your detangling brush to reduce the smaller knot or to remove the smaller knots. So this is the technique that I use, and it has worked for me. You have to make sure that you finger detangle or go in with your wide tooth comb first before you go in with a brush. If you don't do that first, your brush is going to struggle, or you're going to say things like, oh, this brush doesn't work, it's fake, oh, they are promoting rubbish, because like a lot of people don't know how to use it. That's the reason why we complain that our detangling tools don't work for us, because we do not know how to use it. Make sure you finger detangle first before you go in with your brush. It makes things a lot easier. If you don't want to use your comb, go ahead and use your fingers first before you go in with your brush. The next thing you want to note is that you want to note where you're starting from. So after you have finger detangled, like finger detangling doesn't necessarily have to start from the ends of your hair. You can just go ahead and pass your fingers from the roots and separate. That's usually how I finger detangle. Pass your index finger into the center of the hair, or maybe towards the side of the section of hair. Basically, if you watch how I do it in this video, you understand what I'm saying. Using your index finger, separate your hair from the roots down to the ends. That's usually how I finger detangle. But that's not the same thing, or that's not the same way that you go ahead to use your brush. As you can see how I finger detangle. I pass my fingers through my hair, I run my hand through my hair, just like that, and I have reduced and removed the bigger knots. Yes, if you can see what I was talking about, I'm using my fingers to do it. Then I take my brush and I brush from the ends of the hair. Notice where I started from. I started from the ends of the hair before I got to the roots. Starting from the ends of the hair before you get to the roots when you're using your brush is very important, because this will help you have a smooth finish. It will help you remove every knot that you missed as you were finger detangling from the end of the hair to the roots of the hair. Have you ever gone to the salon before and they started combing your hair from the roots of your hair? I'm pretty sure that was a very bad experience. It was not a good experience at all. So make sure you start from the ends of the hair, and this will save you a lot of, oh, my hair is hard to comb. Calm down, and start from the ends instead of the roots. This will make it easier for you to comb your hair and for you to detangle your hair, and you would not be complaining. I hate to hear it when people say, oh, my hair is hard to comb. No, it's not hard to comb. You just don't know how to comb it. I mean, of course, our hair is kind of coarse and more kinky than every other person's hair or every other type of hair, but that does not mean that you cannot comb it, or that does not mean that it's hard to comb. So you just need to know how to comb it, and everything is going to be easy for you. So for the lineup of events, you spray your water first, you apply your products next, then you finger detangle next before you go in with your brush. After these 4 steps, your hair is basically detangled. But do you know that your hair can revert back to detangled, or to tangled rather? Your hair can revert back to tangled if you do not do anything about it. So the next thing you want to do is twist it up and away. Now, you can decide to braid it if you want to, but I usually twist because it's easier to take down and it's easier to wash my hair in twists than in braids. So as soon as I am done applying my products and combing my hair, I go ahead to twist it up so that the section of hair can stay detangled. Last but not the least, you would need patience when you're dealing with your hair. Most times we tend to do our hair when we're not in the mood. Do your hair when you're actually happy and in the mood to touch your hair so that you don't transfer aggression that your hair does not know about on the hair. The hair is innocent, it didn't do anything wrong. The problem is with you. So make sure that you are relaxed and you are patient or you are in a good mood so that you don't go yanking your hair out or doing things to your hair that are not right. Calm down and show your hair the love it deserves and needs. These are the things that have helped me detangle my hair well and has helped me retain length without much breakage whenever I detangle my hair. So I hope that all of this has helped you today to see that it's actually easy to detangle your hair and it is not hard. So thank you guys for watching this video and see you guys in my next video. Make sure you stay tuned because I will be dishing out tips and tools and tricks that would help you in the long run.